Okay, making the subject or change. It's rearrangement, sometimes called, or changing the subject. So we need to get x by itself. At the moment, it's in two places, so we need to sort that out first. So we need to get it off the bottom here. So we're going to times by x. So that means I'm going to times all this side by x, by putting it in brackets. I'm left with that. It's not very good, but hopefully you can see it. Okay, and then I want all the x's on the same side, but to do that, I've got to get rid of this bracket, so I'm going to expand it. So xy plus 4x equals 50 minus 4x. And then I'm going to shift this minus 4x to the other side, this one here, so that's going to move now. So I've got xy, I've got 4x, take away 4x, 4x add 4x, which is 8x, equals 50. So I've got x all on the left now, but now I want to get x out of those, just so it's up by itself, so I can factorise. So if I factorise x out, it leaves me y plus 8. You can see dead clearly that the y and the 8 have just been written with x removed from both of them. That equals 50. And an x, if you just divide by this bracket, it just basically goes on the bottom. You don't have to think about it, it just goes on the bottom like that. Okay, so it's nice and straightforward, but there are a few things to know. So like this is a more complicated one because I had to factorise here. Okay, so that's the harder rearrangement if you're working on Maths Watch when they do it. Okay, let's have a look then. So we're going to work out the two things separately, obviously. So I'm going to work out the cube root of 81. So it's what number do you times by itself 4 times to make 81. So if you just start by with the values, you might not know. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 is 8. Times 2 is 16. So it's not 2. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Let's have a look. So 3 times 3 is 9. Times by 3 is 27. Times by 3 is 81. So the cube root of 81 is 3. So that's that bit done. Okay, the next bit is to work out the 20 to the power of minus 1. As before, I've said that the minus 1 is just a code for 1 over. So it's a code for 1 over 20. So I've broken both down into something I can work with now. So I'm going to do 3 times 1/20th. Now, when you times a whole number by a fraction, the whole number just multiplies by the numerator. So it's 3 times 1 over 20, which is 3 over 20. I could have made this a fraction, 3 over 1, and done tops times tops, bottoms times bottoms. But when you multiply a whole number and a fraction, the numerator is the thing that multiplies the whole number. Okay, so there you go. Next one, solve this inequality. We covered this in that trapezium question, where you've got an unknown on both sides. I'm going to treat it just like an equation. I don't change anything for this one. So I'm going to remove the smallest f by taking it away. So minus 15 is greater than 35 plus 4f. I'm then going to take away 35. So minus 15 take away 35 is minus 50. And then we'll divide by 4. So that's going to be this divided by 4. So halve it is 25. Halve it again is minus 12.5. So I have solved it. If I want to write it the other way, with f first, the arrow is pointing at f, so I can reverse it like that if I want to. So f is less than minus 12.5. Okay? Or minus 12.5 is greater than f. Either way, that's how you solve it. So the next bit is to use that information, and that's the bottom bit here. Okay, so the way I've written it here is going to be more useful. F is an integer, which means whole number. That's what it means. So it can't be 12.5 or minus 12.5. Write down the largest value. So if f is less than 12.5, the next smallest number is minus 13.